Greetings one and all, and welcome back to Zayfard Plays Galactic Civilizations 3. So, for those of you who haven't seen the setup video, this is a new series where I am playing a custom race that I have called the Zayfardian Empire. If you look at the previous episode, the setup video, it will give you details of what I've chosen, and I will try to remember to put that into the into the description as well for you guys, so you can see how I've set this up. So, what have we got? We've got the shipyard, scout, the survey ship, and the pirate colony ship. Okay, fantastic. Well, let's start by researching. Get the tech tree right. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for the benevolent or pragmatic approach to this game. I'm going to try and get lots of people and try and win through diplomacy and through getting through policies I want to see come through by having the most votes. So the first thing I'm going to want to do, realistically actually, is now we've got colonization already, so I'd say planetary improvements. We can get hospitals, farms, and really start to improve just how many people we have on our worlds. Okay, and start with our class 16 world, which is nice to see. So what have we got here? Tourism and research, tourism and influence, manufacturing, so this will be a good manufacturing area for us, influence and tourism, and yeah, okay. So we can, I think starting with factories over here would work well, and yeah, 4 factories, get us a good start. Research. Research over here. So just 3 to start with. And let's see, where have I got the influence? Okay, so we'll get a consulate there. And I think that'll be it to start with. Okay, colony ship. Let's see where I am in the galaxy. So it seems to be a spiral and I seem to be in the middle. Okay, well, let's start exploring the local ship. Constellation areas. Solar systems, that's the word I'm thinking of. Oh, that's heavily defended. I don't really want to mess with a heavily defended area. Let's go explore over here. So science should be quite a good one for us. As I made the decision to boost us heavily on the science. We've got a +2 bonus. So plus 20% bonus. Oh, I do like the design of these pirate ships actually. That's a pretty cool constructor. Oh, let's build one of those. That's going to take quite a while to get. Now there's meant to be some minor races nearby. This doesn't seem to be there for some reason. However, I do want the manufacturing relic. Now that'll take a little while to get ready because obviously we need the factory to be built. Okay, so let's see, a dead world which is useless to us, but a capsule which isn't. We've got our first anomaly, and it is treasury. Excellent. Okay, this one seems to be a dead system as well. So we have got to try and get ourselves built up, extra planets reasonably quickly. You get the extra population and the science and the production it takes to be able to be a player on the galactic stage. But we are in the middle of nowhere, which is is fine. It works well. Oh, hello. We have our first world. Precursor world. Oh, very nice. It's a production world. So rural production, gross income, reduction in food and synth pop cap. I can live with that. Let's go and colonize that straight away, shall we? This is going to be our financial world, I think. Okay. Well, let's continue exploring the local solar systems. Oh, hello. Aquatic world. Okay, so we can't do that, which is a shame. But we have completed our first research. Half the fun of moving to a new place is fixing it up to suit your needs. That's harder when the new place is an entire alien planet. but we're finally developing the tools and techniques to do just that. Fantastic. And I think specialization again. And I want the soil enhancements to increase food so I can increase people on the worlds. Speaking of increasing people, we now have money for the Xeno farms. Let's get a couple of hospitals. Actually, no, just the one. Actually, no, we'll put the hospital there. We can get the bonus to the, to the farms. Anything else useful there at the moment? No. Let them build up. In fact, rush by the soil upgrades so we can get everything in place. Okay, well you've done well finding us a nice aquatic world for later. Ooh. Greetings, Zayfard. Welcome to the Galactic Bazaar. You probably already realised that this is a dangerous galaxy out there. The good news is that the Corks are here and ready to lend you a helping hand. We have several talented mercenaries available that are willing to help you out, for a reasonable price that is. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Supplies are limited, and your enemies may be more willing to make a deal. Okay, well let's see what you've got. Okay, so extra credits. That could be a useful one actually. Let's see, survey ship, production. There's some decent stuff in here. That one looks cool actually. Extra morale, very nice. Ooh, influence boost. Mining boosts, okay, so there's some good stuff here. That one could be useful to get, or at the very least, get so others can't. It means people can invade before they actually have the ability to invade, which is a worry. Another precursor world. Okay, so I'm going to want to rush by a colony ship to get that other precursor world. Not sure what it does, so let's see. Production, military manufacturing, fantastic. And a class 15 world as well. Ooh, okay, I'm going to have to rush by another colony ship, I think. Let's get this started quite quickly, actually. It's costing us a lot. Like getting all these worlds, 2 class 15s, a class 16 and a class 12. Let's move out to the stars as quickly as we can. Okay, well you've done a fantastic job there, survey ship. You are kidding me. Ooh, gross income, a class 13. I may regret building so quickly and expanding so quickly, but with so many fantastic worlds on our doorstep, we've got to try it. We'd be fools not to. Okay, so colonizing the planet. We'll leave the name. And we have our first colony. Fantastic. So, study the precursor treasures. The planet is surrounded by an immense precursor ring. It's full of valuable assets that can be used to generate income. Further studies on the ring have shown there was once an ancient weapon. Our researchers would like to do some experimentation to see if they can learn how it works. Okay. So, we can make this a research world. Thereby going, there is much more to be learned from this artifact, but let's focus on things other than destruction. A plus 50% research on this colony. That could be a really good one. New weapons technologies are always welcome, but we don't want to risk destroying our golden goose. So that'll give us a plus 5% to all weapons on all our ships. That's pretty good actually. Or, find out these secrets by any means necessary, regardless of the cost. This will give us a really good boost in weapons. So the way I'm looking at this, the pragmatic one is no use to me, to be honest, at this point. I can either go benevolent to get a really good research boost, although this is a financial world, so we may not get much research out of this world, or extra 10% from our weapons. I think this could be more useful in the long run, actually. More powerful weapons. And this is going to have to be a financial world. So, first things first. A couple of basic factories. And I am going to want some farms. If I can, yep. And I'll put a hospital here. Increase production rate. So increase birth rate. And use it to boost the farmings as well, so we can get more people here. Then I'm going to start researching economy and pretty much just fill it out in here. Get as much money as we can from this world. It gives us extra income, so we'd be fools not to take it. Okay, so there was a class 13 over here. Let's get you colonizing. And we've got our first ideology. Malevolent, sadly, but you know, that'll do to start. Reduce shared borders penalty. Increase income, which would be really useful. Intimidation center, that could be good. Gives us some malevolent ideology points all the time. Goes up to production, and this goes up to immune to culture flip. Ooh. I think the ore would be really useful going forward, so we're going to be a scary. Races we share a border with know better than to make an issue of it. That's what we are. We're going to be scary. I think I'm going to be mainly doing benevolent route. Double check what benevolent can give us. The outreach, extra colony ships, extra space for colonies. So yeah, the outreach can be really useful, as could the research. Morale, influence growth, but it's the research in the planet, so... Oh, such a term. Yeah, enlightenment is going to be really useful for us. So I'm going to be mostly benevolent, I think, in this run. Mostly. But that first one, having the... You know, you're not going to attack us, is hugely useful. So, civilizations are happy. Let's edit our sponsor. Fantastic. So quite a few coming through now. It's only 12 turns for a constructor. Keep production moving. And soil enhancement's nearly done. And in fact is. New research. Our farming technology has improved dramatically, and we're beginning to see enhanced crop yields as a result. The carrots still have a weird taste, but we're working on it. Fantastic. And now I think we could do with commerce. So, commerce it is. Start being able to use this world for what I colonized it for, giving me lots of money. So we've already got a decent income, 9 per turn at the moment, with very few ships and very few factories, so we are in a good position. And we're about to have a lot of ships colonizing things at once now. So let's have a look at our idle ships. Okay. There's a ship graveyard. We'll have to go and investigate that one. And you can investigate this final solar system near us. Okay. Another colonizing event. Study the precursor elevator. The precursors who lived on this world before us left behind a completely functioning space elevator. This will greatly increase our ability to put manufacturing goods into space and will prove very useful to our shipyard. Unfortunately, the public sector and several other groups are putting a great deal of pressure on us. They hope to use the elevator to facilitate their own projects. So, again, 3 options. They can use it as a vacation spot when it's available, as long as they don't block military traffic. It gives extra morale and extra 50% colonies tourism income. So we can get we can make this a real colony world. We can make this another financial world, really. Lots of fun, lots of tourism, which might be worth doing. Pragmatic, we can allow some commercial interest time in the elevator. Any increase in income will be helpful. So an increase to both colony income and trade route income. very useful, or the elevator is too valuable to waste on non-military pursuits. If they have spare time, they can lend it to the war effort. You know what? I'm looking at one of these two realistically, and I think the tourism income, because I want the benevolence. Let's see. Bonus to population. Very nice. So we'll start off with a couple of factories. Let's see over here. Population bonuses. Nice. Manufacturing over here. That is the way to go. We'll start with the basic factories over here. Give it some good manufacturing. Farms by these two. And there actually. And I think the rest is going to be research, really. Let's see. Soil upgrade. Manufacturing or research? I think research, really. Actually, no, let's go out and just remind myself what the... Oh, okay, first I'll have to do Melody 2. Another colonising event, as always. Animals to tame. The terrain of this planet has proven very challenging for our conventional ground vehicles to deal with, and some colonists have begun capturing and taming a hardy local species of marsupial used for hopping around between buildings and colonies. These animals are well suited for the work and don't seem to be suffering. But there have been a few accidents, and animal rights activists across the galaxy are demanding the practice be banned. What are our orders? Well, first it's we've met no other species at all. How do they know about this? How are they complaining? Possibly from our other worlds, I suppose. So this is a shocking, primitive, disrespectful. This is shockingly primitive, disrespectful of the inherent rights these beasts have, and looks a bit silly. But yeah, because if they're marsupials, they're going to have sort of pouches like kangaroos. So are we sitting in there with all the mucus? Seems a bit weird. End the practice at once. Any animals too tame to return to the wild can be kept as pets. I mean, if the or we can go, and they'll give us benevolence and approval, which could be useful. The benevolence especially, to be honest, to give us a really good boost this early on. Or, if the animals aren't overly suffering, what's the harm? Allow the practice to continue, but at least begin monitoring and regulating it. They'll give us a nice manufacturing bonus. Or, would the animals work harder if they were suffering? See if we can find a way to make the animals suffer. Oh, yeah, this is just the suboptimal route. I'm going to go benevolent again. The approval boost will be helpful, as will the extra benevolence for the ideology. So, let's see what kind of world both of these are before I start making decisions. You're giving me a production bonus. Okay. And you give me nothing major. So, I think with you then, I will get some extra... Of course, we've got market now. Let's get the market there and come back to it. Melody, what if we have? Bonus to military and to military. Well, I think I may just put some military units there. Apart from this production. So I think Xeno farms here and here. And a hospital here. Then some basic manufacturing. Get that done. That should be fine and dandy. And I should probably start with the manufacturing rather than the farms. There we go. We'll get the factories up, then we'll start making up the farms. A consulate here will be useful. Then plenty of research. And a market centre. Okay. Now this was going to be our financial world, wasn't it? And we've now got the market centre, so... And... Okay, so we've not... That's about all we're going to get there, so we may as well get... research. A bit of research, fair bit of financial. Yeah. We'll stick to that for now, and we'll have to start trying to build up this area a bit more. Okay, so that's the world's going, and I have some ideology points to spend. So, I can either get a fully loaded colony ship, or Elevation Foundation. I have no idea what that one does. Ah, benevolence every few turns. Very nice. That's I'm tempted by actually. A benevolent ideology point every 5 turns would be useful. Missionary Center, ideology point every 10 turns, so these two together could be quite powerful. And this one leads to influence growth and extra morale. Or I can go for enlightenment, I can get educated, and get us some free research. I think that would be a good route. Tempting one both ways, to be honest. All this one does is get us the ideology point every 5 turns. But at this stage that's useful, so I'm going to go elevated, get the ideology point every few turns, and go from there. Research complete. An economy which spans the stars is a pretty complicated beast. We don't need to understand it all, of course. Just simply supply the facilities and light regulations for the free market to get to work doing what it does best. Okay, and then some more specialization. Extra income, extra morale, or extra trade licenses. I haven't met anyone yet, so trade might be harder, but trade's really good for diplomacy. Well, I think I'm going to go designated trade partner, and then go universal translator. That's going to be quite an important one to get. Okay, so there should be someone on the way to this world, if I can... And there they are. So we still need another 20 ideology points to get educated. That shouldn't take too much longer the rate I'm colonising. I mean, to be honest, I could easily go for this class 9 as well. Quite a lot of worlds at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would get us up to 6 worlds. Happiness is doing okay on our worlds. Finance are doing very well. I'm tempted to do that shortly. Let's get this sponsors change done up first, though. 4 turns for constructor, not bad. Let's see what this solar system has, though, before I decide to do any more colonising. Swarm like fish. On this planet, there is a specific species of fish which seems to possess a form of collective intelligence. The fish seem to become more intelligent the larger the group they're in, and in the largest schools can clearly communicate with us, and even seem to understand advanced concepts like space travel and where we're from. The fish also have several concerns about the way our colony is being built. What are our orders? So we can go the benevolent route as always, do everything we can to accommodate the fish, and ensure all future colony development is run by them first. This is their home, and we will benefit more if we're gracious guests. In the meantime, do what we can to study their collective intelligence, so a 20% research boost, but a reduction in manufacturing, which I think we could live with actually. I mean, the research boost would be well worth it, and the benevolence would really help. Or we could continue to seek the guidance and counsel of the fish, but let's not forget our place here. We're the ones that can actually do space travel, to give us a 10% research boost. Not a bad little route. Or warn the fish that we're not popular in this part of space, and that now that they won't be popular either. Enlist them to support our planetary defensive perimeter. If anyone invades, get the fish to clog the enemy's guns with their dead. Sensible. Evil, but sensible. I'm going to go down the benevolent route. The extra research will be good, as will the benevolent points. So, let's see. Population. There's some research here could be quite good. Let's see. I need to find an elevation place. So if we terraform there, I'll just rush by that for convenience. So, we can have the basic factories here. Research over here. We have a quick consulate here. The Xeno farms up here. Let's see. colony hospital as well, I think. And a market centre. That should do us nicely. Okay. And now let's get these guys contributing to the Earth Prime starbase. Hey, let's see what's over here. Once we've got this area scouted out properly, I'll either send somebody out to this Class 9 for another big income boost, or we'll colonise whatever is over here, which is nothing. Okay, colony ship it is. I can't rush by it. Okay, so we'll spend a few more turns exploring, and then send the colony ship out. New research is complete. Encouraging and supporting trade is a great way to bring in both extra income and forge closer ties with our neighbours. Everyone's happy when they're making money. Now, very true. And we'll start up the Universal Translator, with only 3 turns to go on that. Okay, you know what? Go explore this star system. Start moving towards the edge of the galaxy, because we're almost in the middle right now. And we have a constructor ship done. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We can get that in, while also getting an Earth Prime. So, this is where we'll go then. Our first starbase. Let's see what the private ones look like. Oh, now that is cool. That is fantastic. I love that. I absolutely love that starbase. Okay, let's get let's request a constructor and go economic ring. That's pretty nice. Not quite as cool as just the asteroid base, but it makes sense the way it's been done. Very nice. These star bases. I love the 5-star starbase. And we've got the anomaly over here. We'll just rush it. And we've got a new scout from it. A small vessel floats dead in deep space. Upon examination, it appears to be an old model scout from a previous war. Its capabilities do not strain even the moderate intellectual crew your survey I'll put my teeth back in, shall I? Its capabilities do not strain even the moderate intellects crewing your survey ships. But with a little work, it could be restored to service. Fantastic. Okay, well let's get you over here. No, let's not get you to the wormhole. You know what? Let's send you through the wormhole. You'll be fine. We could end up anywhere. I could end up upsetting somebody an awful lot, actually. But we'll try it anyway. Fantastic, the translator is complete. Intense studies of the fragments of alien text and speech has allowed us to create a universal translator that will let us communicate with any new races we come across. Fantastic. And we can do diplomatic, and I would say diplomatic reasoning, so people like us more when they meet us, which will be really helpful. Yeah, let's risk losing the ship. Oh, okay. We can't go through that, and we've discovered the Snathi! Yay! Greetings, Zayfard. Choose solar systems to explore, choose how to colonize new worlds, and choose your allies most carefully of all. We are pleased to meet you. You'd like some knowledge? No, we have our own problems right now. Where the heck did the Snathi come from anyway? Where did they come from? That is concerning that they are nearby, near enough by that they've seen us. Oh, they're there. Okay, so where have they come from? They're out exploring. So they know where a few of our worlds are. We have no idea where they are. However, diplomatic bonus is complete. We've begun simulating different rhetoric and diplomatic rhetorical and diplomatic approaches when dealing with aliens. revealing several ways we might improve their attitude towards us. Our role-playing has enabled us to talk prettier, essentially. Very nice. Okay, so we could start going warfare. With basic weapon systems, the Snathy are on top of us, so that would be useful. We could start to do orbital manufacturing, start getting some better hulls. Or travel would be useful, actually. Or we could go back to colonization and get better factories. Or better farms. You know what, let's get better factories for now. Being able to produce stuff quicker will be really useful as we move further through this game. I mean, at the moment, the Snathy are not a real threat just yet. Yeah, let's just double check. We are first in everything but military power, which is not so good. However, the Snathy don't hate us. They want to conquer the galaxy. We're skilled in diplomacy, and we're outside of you're outside of travelling range. So they must have got to us through the wormhole. Okay, so they are a long way away. That's good news, actually. That is really good news. We'll send the survey ship through the wormhole, though, just to see what happens. Okay. Well, I'm afraid that is actually all the time I have left for today. I do hope you enjoyed the first episode. Quite a lot of things have happened. We've expanded very quickly. Okay, the galaxy is a huge place. I don't think I've done it too large. But we have met our first alien race. Unfortunately, it's the Snathy. Fortunately, they don't hate us yet. So, you know, things could be going a lot worse. In our next episode, I'm going to be continuing to do a bit of exploration, see if I can find a better world than this wonderful Class 9 here. If I can't, well, that's not a bad thing, it's a beautiful Class 9 world. That bountiful Class 9 world with a 50% gross income, so I'm going to have another financial world. Well, we've already got a good income. I'm also going to be sending our survey ship through the wormhole to see if I can find where the Snathy are. But that is all for tomorrow night's episode. So again, I do hope you've enjoyed this first episode, and if you have, you know, please leave a like, you know, shares, any comments would be fantastic. All of this stuff does help the channel grow, but the most important thing it does, the most useful thing, is it tells me that Galactic Civilizations is a series you enjoy watching and want to see me do more of. So I do hope you'll join me tomorrow night for the next episode, but until then, farewell.